Good day, I'm Michael Rosendo. In this video, we will be talking about Sogie. Since childhood, we became aware that genders were always girl, boy, bakla and tomboy. Gays play Barbie dolls, while tomboys play with boys. Nowadays, they're called LGBTQIA+++, which stands for lesbian, gays, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual and more. Becoming familiar with some terms and concepts can be useful to better understand the complexities of sex, gender identity, and sexuality, and will also allow individuals to further support colleagues and team members who may be different than them. Lesbians are females who are attracted to females. Gays are males who are attracted to males. Bisexual is the attraction to more than one gender. Transgender is used to describe any person who has a gender identity that is different from the gender that they were assigned at birth. Queer is often used as an umbrella term referring to anyone who is not straight and not cisgender. Intersex refers to people who naturally have biological traits, such as hormonal levels or genitalia, that do not match what is typically identified as male or female. Asexual is a term used for individuals who do not experience, or experience a low level, of sexual desire.
O anak, ingat ah.
Yes, pa.
Hi, JR. Bango mo ah.
Amoy pa lang yan. Huh? Ano daw yun?
Bakla, anong sinabi mo?
Oh,
Bless po.
amoy chicks ang anak ko ah.
Dami lang po nagpapapansin sa school, pa.
Okay lang yan.
Bango mo ah.
Mas mabango ka.
Bless po.
Ano? Girlfriend mo na?
Ito talaga, pa. Bless po.
Amoy panalo na naman.
Hi, Vince. Sorry, I'm late.
O anak. Oh, ano, wala na? Kailan ka pa magkikwento?
Next time na lang po, pa.
SOGIE stands for sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. Sexual orientation is the emotional and sexual attraction they feel for others. Gender identity is the personal sense of one's own gender. Our gender identity is not determined by our assigned sex. While the common assumption is that our assigned sex and our gender identity are the same, sex and gender are two distinct categories. Sex is the body or container, while gender is the content or matter that fills the container. Gender expression refers to how an individual expresses his or her sense of self. Our gender expression is influenced by our assigned sex, our sexual orientation, and/or gender identity, and it may or may not reflect a society's expectations. So if sex is the container, and gender is the content, gender expression is the container's decorations. So, why is this thing still a bill? Is it still not time to pass the anti-discrimination bill on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity? The first version of the Sogie Equality Bill was filed in the 11th Congress by the late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago and Akbayan Representative Eda Rosales. It was pending for 19 years. The Sogie Equality Bill is meant to fulfill the rights set forth in the 1987 Constitution, particularly the Equal Protection Clause. It recognizes the LGBTQ++ as equals and ensures that their rights are protected in as much as everyone's is. It then lists the practices to be considered discriminatory and unlawful under the bill, like the denial of rights to LGBTQ+ community on the basis of their Sogie, such as their right to access public services, right to use establishments and services including housing, and right to apply for a professional license, among others. Differential treatment of an employee or anyone engaged to render services, denial of admission to or expulsion from an educational institution, refusal or revocation of accreditation to any organization due to an individual's Sogie will also be penalized. The bill passed its third reading in the 17th Congress in 2017, but it had its end after languishing in the Senate. However, the fight for equality still continues as staunch advocate Senator Riza Hontiveros sponsored it once more in December 2020. This time as the sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression and sex characteristics SOGIESC, Equality Bill or Senate Bill No. 1934. SOGIE is an important piece of our identity that can determine and shape our needs and experiences. Similar to other parts of our identity, like race and ethnicity, SOGIE matters.